just try to give, no matter what the size of the crowd, you try to give the best possible performance to every one of them.
Here is the perpetuation of a tradition. The tradition of United States naval aviation. And the vibrantly alive tradition of the Navy's flight demonstration team, the Blue Angels. A tradition built on the skill of man, united with the ever-changing refinements of technology, conceived in the crucible of man's restless search for perfection. These, then, are the Blue Angels, carefully polishing each facet of flight demonstration to achieve the visual perfection of a diamond in the sky. Here is the uncompromising backbone of naval air tradition, the aircraft carrier. A postage stamp airfield 2,000 miles away from any vestige of dirt, gravel, or concrete. And here, far out on the perimeter of America's defense, flying skills are finely honed to the no-nonsense perfection of achieving that which is proposed here. That man can launch from this abbreviated strip, fly a far-ranging mission of perhaps 1,000 miles, and return. Find this little airfield in any kind of weather, and be successfully recovered to perform this same mission day after day, year after year. These carriers are the proving ground for naval aviators, the proving ground from which all Blue Angels come, confident in their own ability, with a quiet maturity that flows from knowledge and skill. But there is more than this in the makeup of this corps of elite naval aviators. The Blue Angel commander says,
"Our selection process guarantees us the top aviator and naval officers. We go to the Bureau for a screening, a fitness report screening. I get a reading on the officer as to where he stands among all the applicants, where he stands among his contemporaries, and then I start looking at him from there. The Bureau would stop at that if they were going to, for instance, be considering him for his next rank or anything of that nature. We just get started there."
I was not selected the first year I applied. I was selected the second year. So it was, in fact, a year and a half of trying. I think the main thing that's involved here, of course, is the fact that it's a position that we've all strived for very diligently, something that you look forward to, or at least want to have the opportunity to do it. And probably the most important thing is that it's a bunch of professionals working as a team. And I think this in itself instills within each of us the feeling of pride that we have once we are in fact on the team.
a feeling of pride. Professionals working as a team. These phrases characterize the traditional approach to the Blue Angels mission. From Pensacola Naval Air Station in Florida, the Blues carry out their mission to demonstrate precision techniques of naval aviation to naval personnel and to the public. The Blues are composed of 7 pilots, a maintenance officer, and 100 enlisted personnel who comprise the maintenance team.
Our maintenance personnel, I'm sure, are the best in the world by far. We've had instances of an aircraft down from a broken engine, and they've been able to procure an engine from 1,000 miles away and have it put in within 8 to 12 hours, which is phenomenal by normal standards. So these maintenance people that we have, like the pilots themselves, are hand-picked. They work many, many long hours and do an outstanding job.
The team performs more than 85 demonstrations a year. Chicago, New York, and small remote towns, Vernal, Utah, and Bozeman, Montana.
We feel that there's a responsibility to show the people throughout the country what they're buying with their tax money, not only in the training of the aviators, but also in the aircraft. And our emphasis has been, since I've had the team anyway, the emphasis has been on the small town over the big town. We're trying to get into the Midwest, trying to get into the northern Middle West states that never have an opportunity to see the Navy.
To the public.
The Blue Angel narrator is the key for audience understanding of the flight demonstration.
The precision maneuvers you will see demonstrated here this afternoon are coordinated tactical techniques developed in training and in actual combat by our Navy and Marine Corps pilots. In combat, these maneuvers might be flown from treetop level to 60,000 feet. But for the team, it is a continuous demonstration of their skill and training in a very low altitude environment. For none of these maneuvers are stunts or daring feats, but all are part of the stock and trade of our Navy and Marine Corps fighter pilots.
Flying their diamond formation so tightly, the Blue Angels appear to be welded together in the sky.
We advertise 36 inches from the leader's wingtip to the canopy of the wingman. And this, of course, is duplicated in the slot position. Both the wingman's wingtips are then approximately 36 inches from the canopy of the slot pilot.
This closeness is physically and instinctively felt by the leader.
Oh, you bet. I can feel if somebody moves 3 inches. The balance is the thing that's most critical. If somebody comes up, when I start feeling it, and they can move out there plus or minus 3 to 6 inches, and it doesn't bother me. But if they come up, say, a foot flat, I immediately feel it. Sometimes on the line abreast, we wind up that you get the wingtips about a foot apart. We start getting vortices off the other aircraft. And a lot of times, you'll end up with 3/4 of the stick into the guy that slid in like that, because it just tends to push you away from it.
An assignment with this elite squadron is not an easy job. In addition to flying, there are appearances at hospitals, addresses to civic clubs, service organizations, as well as performing the duties of an operational unit. It's work, hard work,
I'd say it's a 16-hour day and a half-hour flight. You bet. You don't realize it till you're finished with the flight. Then you realize that you're totally exhausted. You just try to give, no matter what the size of the crowd, you try to give the best possible performance to every one of them.
And consistency in performance is an integral part of the Blue Angels tradition. The Blue Angels have completed more than a quarter-century of service to the United States of America as ambassadors of goodwill. In that time, the Blues have contributed immeasurably to international understanding by performing for more than 100 million spectators. Then, by meeting these spectators face to face in a friendly exchange of people to people. Traditionally, the Blues take pride in the demanding program they have fashioned to demonstrate their aircraft and their skills. They fly their diamonds so tight that none could fly it tighter. And now, successive teams of the Blues have written and are continuing to write new pages of tradition in naval aviation. The pride is there for all to see in the diamond in the sky.